This is my Mordheim board. I think I spent months building this. It consists about 50 to 70,000 of small miniature XPS foam bricks that were painstakingly placed individually by hand. Everything was painted with multiple coats of paint to bring my vision of Mordheim to life. 3D printed bits adorn some details here and there. But this is the last time it'll sit in my studio, because I'm giving it away to a place where anyone can walk in, grab some minis, and play a game of Mordheim. Hey folks, my name is Leif and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel called Devs and Dice, where I paint miniatures and craft terrain for the tabletop. Usually here we would start a deep dive into the project in question and I would provide you with some detailed terrain building advice, but this video is a little bit different. It's not a tutorial, not a guide, not even a painting video. It's a thank you and a little gift to this loving community that has kept me going for all of these years. When I first started building this board, I wanted to create a physical love letter to Mordheim. Crumbling buildings, crooked rooftops, broken bridges, something that captured the weird and wonderful spirit of the city of the damned. Like many of you, I fell in love with the lore, the grim beauty, and the storytelling you can squeeze into every brick of terrain. But I wasn't just building for the table. I was learning. I was pushing myself, and yes, most of the time I was filming it and sharing it with you too. The rules and mechanics of Mordheim when it came to the terrain was something equally appealing to me. I know it is in this day and age considered almost an archaic wargame, but I still think it has the most interesting rules when it comes to cover, shooting lanes, and elevated positions. But I am getting ahead of myself. Before I hand over my Mordheim board, I wanted to give the board one last bit of love, a send-off if you will. I used some spackle to clean up the edges and then gave it a smooth black border so it looks sharp and finished. Something worthy of sitting out in a store, ready for anyone to use. And I even added a small signature, something simple, something that I could stand for in the years to come. Because that's what it is, a work of love. And it belongs to all of us now. So why give it away? Well, that is a question that has multiple aspects in its answer. First off, believe it or not, this was my first ever board build, and actually only ever board build. And dare I say that I think it was somewhat of a success, as I've seen multiple people be inspired by its design. But like many first attempts, I have things I would have done differently today. The second and most important reason is that terrain is meant to be played on, not stored, not just posted online, but played on, knocked over during epic moments, repaired with glue at midnight. You know the feeling, right? Giving this in some shape or form back to the community feels like the right thing to do. I want this piece to live on. So I reached out to Alphaspel here in Stockholm, and they said yes, they're giving it a permanent home. Packing it up was a roller coaster of emotions. This board has a history, my history. Thanks to Alphaspel for supplying me with their local hero Robin, together with a van to help me move a board. As I was making my way to Alphaspel, my emotions were flaring high. But thanks to the boy wonder Robin once again, I managed to keep it cool, and together we set up the board. This was going to be a nice addition to my friendly local game store, and it would hopefully be appreciated by the local Mordheim community. As the board and terrain were all set up, well, emotions were flaring in the store, which was great. The day after, I came back to Alphaspel as they were just having a bit of celebratory reopening of their larger space. Seeing people's reactions as they saw my board was so heartwarming, and finally my emotions came full circle. Seeing my old board and terrain on the table in the store, honestly, it just made sense. This way I could move on to new projects while still giving joy to the Mordheim community. So if you're in the Stockholm area, go see it, play on it. Let it become a part of your campaign, your story. When I started Devs and Dice, I was just a guy filming miniature painting and some terrain crafting. Since those humble days, I have always followed my heart and passion. That love for Mordheim was what made me power through all of the different projects I have on the channel. I've never claimed to be the best, but I do care, and care built this board. I want to thank everyone who has supported me, left a comment, subscribed, or shared my work. I am now going to look to the future and keep crafting, and I will keep sharing this continued journey on the channel. But this was something special for me. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.